You must got a fever. To I die of a man, girl, you must gotta leave him.
Welcome back to another episode of The Young and the Wash, episode number 60. I can't think of a number 60 in football, baseball, basketball. It's like one of those numbers nobody wears.
Yeah,
right?
odd number. Yeah, I don't think anyone.
Yeah, for the next 40 episodes, good luck to us naming which athletes wear those numbers. But we're going to start off with quick hitters, just me and Dre today. All right, first question. Have you ever tried to guess someone's social media password? Be honest.
Not social media password, more phone passwords.
Really? Have you ever been successful?
Yeah. Because
Yep.
like there's a couple buddies that I've had like 69 or like
They're
1,
those
2, 3,
guys.
4 or like the corner numbers of the iPhone. Like I've definitely gone to a few iPhones.
Yeah. For what, though?
Birthdays.
Just looking through their shit?
Just to like fuck with them, like post like some dumb shit on their story, like to make them think like they got hacked, you know, like put like I'm gay or something on their story. Like when we were younger.
Yeah.
So
No,
just
you can't do
dumb
that
shit
now.
like- Nah.
When we were younger, my brother used to take people's phones. That was before they had passwords, the flip phones. And he used to take pictures of his nuts.
I remember you.
Put it as everybody's background when he was like 4 years old. I was like, that's the one thing he knew how to do is take pictures of his nuts.
How did he learn to take pictures of his nuts and post that at about 4 years old?
That's what I'm saying. He couldn't do anything else but play Snake and take pictures of his dick. All right. Next question. Should the 49ers sign Baker Mayfield or Phillip Rivers?
I'm going to go Phillip Rivers. Bro.
I say Phillip Rivers too,
Yeah.
right? All they have is they have everything but a quarterback. So why wouldn't you try to get Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, and I feel like Phillip, like, you know, Tom Brady's old as shit, and it's finally catching up to him this year.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how Phillip's looking physically these days. You know, maybe he's drinking a couple PBRs every night, you know, because he's coaching high school football, but I don't know.
But the thing is, he was never mobile. So it's like,
Nah.
is he going to be not mobile still?
Nah.
Or just throw the ball.
But he was a great quarterback, in my opinion, so
Yeah.
I feel like who are you going to pick? Baker Mayfield, who's been so, like,
Trash.
average?
Yeah.
Or one of the best quarterbacks of our generation and probably one of the most underrated.
I agree. He wasn't bad with the Colts. He took them to the playoffs.
Yeah,
People
that's what I'm
forget about
saying.
that.
Yeah.
I would definitely pick up Phillip Rivers. Be interesting to see if Jameis goes over there, what happens. All right. Have you ever been in a car accident?
Yeah, but not me driving.
Who was it?
Is like we were going down the mountain to like Palm Desert, and some old guy was in the middle of that mountain road, and my dad just hits him.
No. What happened to the guy?
He was fine, fucking idiot.
Why
I
was
got
he
out
in
the
the middle of
car
the
and
road?
called him an idiot. He was like 85 years old, bro. I'm like,
the
first of
fuck?
all, why the fuck are you driving? But yeah, that's like the only time I've really been in like a serious car accident. I've thank God never been in like a serious one where I've got injured or like my cars got totaled or anything like that.
That'd be scary, yeah. I was at Baton Rouge for the Alabama LSU game, and I fell asleep in traffic. And I rolled into the back of some guy's car, and he was like an 80-year-old LSU fan, and he was just pissed as fuck because Alabama beat them.
Yeah.
He gets out of the car, doesn't say a word to me, looks at his bumper, looks at me, looks back at his bumper, there's no damage, just gets back in his car, doesn't say a word. I'm like, thank God. But that's the only time I've been. Oh, I hit the fuck out of a parked car at LA Fitness when I first got my license. I'll tell you this story. So I have my truck, and I think I'm like the coolest guy in the world. And I'm listening to like Drake or Lil Wayne or whatever. And I pull in as fast as I can. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's fucking Fast and Furious. And I just hit the fuck out of some guy's car. Like, fuck it up, dude. And I get scared. I'm like, oh, my God. But nobody in the parking lot. I pull out. I look to see if anybody saw it. And some old man's like that. I just look at him, and I peel off, and I go home. And I freak out. I'm like, Mom, I hit a car. She's like, all right, you got to go back and make it right. So I'm like, fuck. So I drive back, and this guy's just standing outside his car, like with his arms crossed, like shaking his head. I'm like, hey, man, like I hit your car. He's like, you're the fucking piece of shit that hit my car. And immediately I regretted doing the right thing. I'm like, fuck this guy. I should have fucking just stayed home.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the only time.
So you're a dickhead when it comes to cars because you put diesel in the car, bro.
Yeah, bro. For people that don't know, I put diesel. Go fuck yourself. For people that don't know, I put diesel in my mom's car. My first year of my freshman year of college. I was wondering why it was green. I was wondering why I wouldn't go in the fucking thing. And then I try to drive away, and the car just goes like literally takes a shit right on the road. And I'm like, what happened? I'm in traffic, dude. It was scary. And then I take it to the shop. They're like, you dumb motherfucker, you put diesel in the car. They had to pump the car for like a week, and it was like $10,000. One of the worst things, probably the worst thing I've ever done. All right, next question. What's the best piece of advice you've ever been given? That's a tough question.
Yeah, it is a tough question. I'd have to think on it. Do you have something?
I think my dad gives really good advice.
Yeah.
Like when I was a kid and to this day, he gives really good advice. He used to tell me, he said, if you're not going to be mad about something in a year, then don't get mad about it now. Like if it's not if it's not really that big of a deal, don't waste your time getting mad at it. Because one of my biggest problems, I get mad about little things. I've been better, but when I was a kid, the littlest things, bro, would give me a hard time. And he's like, don't even worry about it. That's probably something that stuck with me, but he gives me good advice all the time.
Yeah, my dad gives good advice too. I don't know if I could pick like one that really stands out like right now. I feel like, yeah, kind of like you. I get really pissed off easily.
Yeah.
And I'm not a kind of guy to hold a grudge, but like I'm not a kind of guy to hold a grudge, but like if I get in an argument with like a friend and it's bad,
Yeah.
over probably some stupid shit, I'm usually not the one to reach out. Like I'll wait. And he's always telling me if it's not worth losing a friendship,
That's
don't
good
do
advice.
that.
That's good advice.
He's like, don't do that.
Have you been better about that?
Oh,
recently?
100%. Yeah, now that I'm older, this was like when I was like 18, 18. Now that I'm, 24, it's kind of like you gotta really think about if you're gonna end a friendship or not over some stupid things.
Some dumb shit.
Because like even like I've told you recently, like there's been an instance where I'm like, should I like not be friends with this person? But it really didn't affect me. So it's like,
Yeah.
why would I do that?
Yeah.
So and I feel like people need to think better because I feel like we're very dramatic. Our age group is very dramatic. I don't really like the drama, but I do get pissed off about like if people do some dumb shit. So
yeah, 24 is that age for sure where people are like acting crazy. They're trying to figure themselves out as adults.
Yeah.
Because you're not really a kid. You're not really like I'm not trying to be offensive, but you're not like an adult, but you're not also a kid. Yeah. So like everybody's trying to see who the fuck they are, make a lot of bad decisions. I know you see that shit all the time, and people go out a lot at your age. But then there's some people that are getting married probably too.
Get married, having fucking kids, which I am nowhere near,
which is good
at that stage of my life.
Yeah,
but kudos to them. Like a lot of my friends that are getting married have found the person that they want to be with forever, and good for them. Happy for them.
Yeah, I'm 29. I have friends that go out still, but most of them I feel like are settling down.
Yeah,
which is 29. That's what happens. What's your worst habit this year? This year, what's your worst habit?
I've become actually a really bad texter.
It could be a good thing, bro.
But like, my friends have been talking shit to me lately because like they'll hit me and then I just will like if I'm doing something. This is not towards everybody. It's just like certain friends where
I was about to say
like,
you've never done that to me.
No. There's just like certain friends where I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't want to text them back. Like I just get lazy.
There's nothing wrong with that. You got shit to do. If you're always on your phone, that's my worst habit. I'm always on my phone. If you're always on your phone, it shows like he's not doing shit. He's on his phone all the time. You don't want to be that guy at the same time. If you leave him on red, sometimes it shows people that you have other things going on. Would you rather give up your phone or dinner every day?
Dinner?
Yeah, so you could have your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you eat breakfast and fucking lunch. Have a big meal. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I couldn't go without my phone.
I feel like a lot of people don't even eat dinner.
A lot don't, yeah.
Yeah, they breakfast, lunch, snack.
Well, I want to do the thing where you don't eat once it gets dark, but it's hard now because it gets dark so early. But during the summer, I try to do that.
Like intermittent fasting?
Kind of, yeah.
Like 12 to 8 kind of thing?
Yeah.
I did that, so I lost a bunch of weight.
That's a good way to lose weight, yeah. All right, what's one sport you wish you would have played?
Baseball.
I was about to say, you would have been a good baseball player. Why didn't you play baseball as a kid?
I don't know. It doesn't really catch my attention until I got older, which pissed me the fuck off because I feel like the best teammates are your baseball teammates. I don't know why. Because you're like in the dugout, like yelling, like, fuck you, like shit like that. And you know how I am. I'm a big shit talker. So
it would have been perfect.
I would have been fighting. I would have been like, it's like your brother out here slapping people, fighting adults. That for sure would have been me. For sure, baseball and also soccer. Because I was always bigger.
I thought you played soccer.
Yeah, but like when you were little. Yeah. And I wanted to be like in high school playing soccer. That's like I would have liked to do that. Because soccer's my favorite sport.
Mm-hmm. You love soccer.
I love soccer.
You didn't want to play football? You did play football.
For a little bit, but like I feel like I was just kind of lazy, bro. Like I didn't really want to do any of it. I was just like, fuck this.
What did you do after school in high school?
Well, I did track and field with like shot put and stuff, but like in high school, bro, I just kicked it.
Yeah,
I just kicked it.
That's cool.
Hang out with the homies. Was a fat piece of shit. Never got into video games like that, so at least that helps.
Yeah, I mean, if you just play video games, that's a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, what's the most annoying instrument?
There's a few.
Yeah.
The clarinet's fucking annoying. It's just a weird instrument, bro.
I agree with you. I don't like the sound of the clarinet at all.
The flute's fucking dumb. I was in middle school band, so there's actually a lot that fucking pissed me off.
I think the trombone sounds like shit.
It's ridiculous. There's no point in it.
What were you?
I played the saxophone.
You did?
I was last chair because of how bad I was, because I just fucked off.
Yeah. Why did you do band?
Because it was an elective, so 7th grade I didn't know what I wanted to do, and then 8th grade I just took it just to, because I didn't like the teacher. They voted me 8th grade band class president, and all I did was fuck off.
Yeah.
Like I during the performances, since there was like 8 of us, I would just like press the button but not blow into the saxophone, so I wouldn't even play.
And he couldn't even notice?
No. He just stopped giving a shit.
Jesus.
But yeah.
All right, last question. Would you rather have fortune or fame?
Fortune.
Me too. Fame doesn't mean shit.
No.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know I don't want people to know what I'm doing all the time.
Exactly.
Like paparazzi, that's fucked.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
No, I would hate that
Being
shit.
in the spotlight, and then fortune, you could do a lot of good things with fortune, bro. You could help people out. You can,
Yeah, you could be famous and not have money.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like that all the time.
Yeah.
All right, the next thing I want to talk about is cuffing season, because when I was a kid, I thought it was like cool, like, oh, cuffing season. Like you get a girlfriend during the holidays, like it's cold out, where's she at, kind of thing. But then as I get older, I'm like, cuffing season is kind of just dumb. Like it's like putting a Band-Aid on a cut. Like the Band-Aid's got to come off eventually, bro. Like that shit is just for, I know it's a seasonal thing, but like, is it just because it's like pop culture, or is cuffing season, do you think, like an actual real thing? Like, do you actually partake in cuffing season?
No.
Right? I don't
It's
either.
just a trend.
It's a trend, right?
Yeah, like you could. I don't know a single person that goes for a girl like at just one time of the year, like it's
Right?
an all year thing.
Yeah.
Maybe they want a girl more, just like sit on their asses and wear sweaters and fucking watch Netflix type of shit because it's cold outside. But
I've heard cuffing season's more for girls. Like they're the ones that get lonely
Yeah.
because it's cold out. Would you be interested in a girl that's like, Andre, I want you to be my boyfriend from November to February?
fuck off.
You take fuck off.
Fuck off.
She's like, we can hang out as much as you want. It doesn't have to be that often. Like but we're exclusive. November to February.
No.
Why not?
And that's the case, I'd rather just have a fuck buddy instead of like a girlfriend that
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see often.
But she'd be your fuck buddy from November to February. Not because you'd have to be exclusive. Is that why?
yeah.
Yeah.
There's no point in doing that.
Yeah. I don't think I do.
If I'm gonna be exclusive, it's because I like the girl, so I want to just like be in a relationship. I don't want to be exclusive for 3 fucking months just to go back to square one and look for another girl.
Have girls offered that thing, like just be exclusive with me, like a fuck buddy, and you said no or yes in your past?
Like you talking about like a cuffing season? Exclusive?
No, just any time of the year. Like they're like, we're exclusive, but
No, not like we're exclusively like friends with friends with benefits kind of thing. Is what
like
you're saying?
you don't have the title boyfriend girlfriend, but you're exclusive.
I mean, no.
So that's tough, bro. Because
Not really.
why wouldn't you just be boyfriend and girlfriend at that point?
Yeah, no, never like exclusive without the title. No,
Yeah, no.
never done that. That's kind of weird.
People do that.
People are weird
Yeah, girls do that. I think more
because
than
girls want to fuck other dudes.
I think girls want to be the ones that are exclusive.
Girls are just like us, dude. They
I think
love
so,
doing
too.
the same thing we do.
I think girls are just better at like keeping it a secret. Guys like to brag about, oh, I fucked this chick.
100%, bro. There's girls that are just like they just like love keeping their mouth shut, but they're out there like sneaky link.
Yeah, they're little church mice, bro.
Yeah.
Like you don't know what the hell they're doing, but they're doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With multiple guys.
You're talking about red flags. You said earlier girls that go to like El Chingon. Is that a red flag? for
Red
you?
flag.
Why?
That's just if you're the girls that go in there, bro, are just like ratchet.
And you're talking about like 24-year-old girls, right? Like your age.
24, 25, 26, like
Yeah.
between 21 and 27. If you're still going to Chingon, like there's something going on.
What does that say about a girl if she likes El Chingon?
That's just not a girl.
She doesn't have class. Is that
Like,
what you're
like I don't want to say low class, but yes.
Like what would be like a good thing, like a place that they like to go to, like, oh, this is my spot, like that's
Lolita Hall.
Yeah, that's more classy.
That's like a
right?
classy place. Like that's something I would want to go kick it now. Like it's nice,
Yeah.
you know. And Chingon people get fucking spit on. Like I've said before, it's ghetto. People that go there are ghetto.
Yeah.
Nothing against ghetto people, bro. Like who am I to judge? But like that's the kind of people that kick it at El Chingon or Toro or Oxford or those shitholes on Fifth Avenue that no one wants to go to anymore. And now that I hang out with you a lot more. And you're older than me. You go to places where are not ratchet, which is more for me now because like I feel like even also when you leave universities, you're just like not into the club scene no more. Like
You're
that.
not, bro. It's
You're
for
like-
kids.
Because first of all, Scottsdale's not ghetto, but it's the party kind of just, for clubs just kind of leaves you. Like, you're just done with it. Now, like, since I've been home, I just more like Nolita Hall type of things. That's a lot funner for
I
me.
feel like PB at night's kind of like the club scene almost. Like, if you're older, you can't, like, PB at night's is weird for me. Like, it's a lot of younger kids.
It's a frat party.
It's a frat party. During the day, though, I feel like you could be any age almost and go to PB.
Oh,
during the
100%.
day.
PB,
yeah.
Like Zoe always says, before 8 p.m. is the cutoff for people our age to go to PB.
100%.
Because when you're there at night, it's literally all college kids or kids that just turned 21. Like,
And they want to go out there.
and there's no reason for us to be out there.
I've never been, we're going to talk about my most overrated places in San Diego later, but I've never had the interest of living in PB. I have friends that do it. I have nothing against them at all, but like being in a place where you always have drunk ass people around you that are kids that are trying to have a good time, like in your neighborhood, I can't wrap my head around that. Like, I would never want to live in that type of environment.
For me, PB's like living in Tempe, which is where I lived in Arizona.
Did you like it?
All fucking college.
But you were a kid though. So
yeah, I did like it, but I didn't like living in the student apartments, like where the apartments were just fucking students.
Because they're partying all the time.
Partying all the time, me included. But like, I wouldn't party at my place all the time. But like, there's days where you can sleep or people smoke weed right under you. You smell as dope.
Yeah.
Where my last apartment in Arizona, it was just like a regular apartment complex. So it was a lot more mellow, a lot more like calm.
They're adults.
Whereas PB is just a big frat party
All the time.
all year round, every fucking day.
Yeah.
Which is, it could get people our age back into the life of partying, which is not something that I would want to do. Like, the level of partying that those little fucks do now is ridiculous.
You're talking about younger kids?
Like college kids, bro. Like,
It's more than when you were in college?
well, when I'm saying like, because I was never in a frat. Like frat guys party like
On Mondays and shit.
Monday through fucking Monday.
Yeah.
Drink Fleshmans. Like, they're just assholes. Like, I would never want to live in an environment where I'm surrounded by a bunch of pricks.
Yeah. I used to live in student housing at Alabama. And the difference between that and when I lived in Irvine with like regular families was when I was in Tuscaloosa, I would get woken up every day at 6:30 by this couple that would fuck above me, but they wouldn't stop. It would be like their alarm was fucking. I couldn't sleep. And then when I go to Irvine, nobody talked. It's like, I kind of want something in the middle where I can talk to my neighbors, but I don't want to get woken up every day by fucking crazy sex, all the time.
Yeah.
Also, when I was in Riverside, my freshman year of college, there was a stabbing. I was living in student housing.
Riverside's ghetto.
Super ghetto,
Yeah.
bro. I was at a party at the room above me. They had a party, and this person got stabbed, bro. Blood everywhere. Cops rushed in. I was like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Yeah. I felt like even when I was a kid, I never would like that environment. Even like kids partying, which is weird. I think.
See, in high school, because my pops was like, he was like real, like, he didn't really like me going out to like the parties, like, because he just knew how kids were. Like, I was never the type, I mean, obviously I like to drink and stuff, but I was never the type of kid to like get in trouble or like do stupid shit. I mean, every kid does dumb shit, but not like bad shit. Like,
Yeah.
there's kids I knew that would steal shit from people's houses and then like do bottle runs and all that kind of shit. Like, but I feel like the house party culture is like so fucked up now. Like,
I wouldn't want to ever have a house party in my house. I always have house parties on outside only.
Yeah. Like, I would have a house party. Like, when I have house parties now, which is not often, but I do it enough every year, where it's like all my friends know the drill. Like, you're not going upstairs, and you're not just gonna kick it in the house. Like, that's what the backyard's for.
They can just go to the bathroom?
Yeah, bathroom, or like in the kitchen. Like, my mom be in there. Like, my parents are in there. Like, they'll talk to them, or like if they're getting food, whatever. That's fine. But like,
You can't be wandering around the house.
yeah, no. And my house is not that big to be wandering. But like, you're not going to my room. You're not going to my sister's room. You're not going to my parents' room, which is the whole upstairs. Like, or even
there's no reason to go upstairs.
Even the living room. Like, if I'm having a party, we're all outside kicking it, having a good time. Like, but I also don't throw big parties with no randoms. Like, that's a big thing for me. If you're fucking random, you pull up to a big Dre's crib, you ain't getting in. Like, you're just not.
Good.
You're not.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Because I don't like the, like, I don't want to have that, like, feeling in my stomach, like, where some guy could steal shit in my house. Like, I don't want that.
What happened to one of my good friends, he had a party in the backyard, but he let people on the inside. Somebody stole a $2,000 watch from his mom's jewelry drawer upstairs.
I would never do
At that second, I was like, I will never have people at my house that I don't know.
My parents actually sometimes, or if I'll like kind of hint at them, like, yo, I'm gonna do something at the crib, they'll lock their door.
Yeah.
And my
for sure.
sister will lock the door.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's just pissing me off where, like, if I'm hungover and I have no ibuprofen, like, I can't get it. I have to go buy some. But, like, they'll lock it now because they're like, oh, if he has some friends over, like, maybe they'll invite other people. But I feel like they should know better.
Have you ever, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to, have you ever hooked up in somebody's parents' room at like a party?
No, not parents' room. No, that's disrespectful, bro.
Yeah, that's whoever does that's an asshole.
No, I couldn't do it in like a friend's parents' room or any of that. Nah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've done it. So that's why I brought it up. I was curious if you did. I feel way worse about myself now that you haven't done it, but
No.
okay.
So one of the things I was telling Josh earlier is that during the holiday season, you know, when everyone's coming home back to San Diego or wherever you live, it's usually one big fucking party for 6 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Everyone comes home for Thanksgiving the night before. Everyone's at a fucking bar getting faded. It's just one big party. And I just want to know, like, is this time of year the time of year that you consume the most amount of alcohol?
The most amount of alcohol, most amount of junk food. Like, this is bad for your body, for everybody.
Yeah.
This 6 weeks, you better be like on your shit working out because you're gonna get fat as fuck. Yeah. Do you do the same thing or no?
I've been working out more.
You've been drinking a lot, huh?
Yeah. Not like, okay, so it was my birthday a couple weeks before Thanksgiving. Okay, so I went to Valle, and my close friends, Josh included, know how that went. Blacked the fuck out, fell out of a van, you know, had a good time, whatever. Didn't really eat that day, though, so that's probably why I blacked out. Then the next weekend, me and a few buddies went to Duke Dumont. I got plastered. Didn't black out, but got plastered. But then again, I didn't eat out because what I did, the habit I had before was I'd go get faded and then go eat like fucking Jack in the Box, McDonald's, In-N-Out.
Kills your body.
I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
But then you have Thanksgiving the week after, and it's like, everyone's coming home. Let's go out as friends. We all go out. We fucking drink again. And then the next day you stuff your fucking face. And then you stuff your face for 3 days straight. It's like,
Because you have all the leftovers.
yeah, but then the gyms are also closed, so they fuck you on Thanksgiving.
Which is bullshit.
Yeah, like well, actually, no. Crunch was open from 7 to noon. But like most people aren't going to work out in the morning.
And those 5 hours is fucking packed. It's hard to work out.
Packed. But I feel like every year, bro, especially being a Hispanic, December is the most lit month of the year.
I think for everybody, though, no?
100%.
Yeah, whites included.
But like more or less because we're all Hispanic. Most of us are Hispanic here.
Why Mexicans do they make it more lit, you think? Like the food?
The food and the alcohol, bro. Drinking is part of our culture. It is.
It's the best thing ever.
It's the best. Like, because you have a fucking baby shower, people are faded. Funerals, people are faded. Like, it's just every event that you can think of involves alcohol. Every event. I don't care. Like, dude, you could literally like, just throw a barbecue just because you want like a carne asada, and it just becomes one big fucking party. And I feel like in December, when the whole family gets together throughout the month, it's like just a big party.
Besides the Christmas, well, do you do Christmas Eve or Christmas when you guys celebrate?
Mexicans do Christmas Eve, like where we open presents.
Why do they do that?
I don't know. Maybe it's just like they don't want to be like,
They want their own shit.
yeah. But at the same time, Mexicans are also together the whole next day. So it's the 24th and the 25th.
Okay, so you guys do Christmas Eve, Christmas,
Yeah.
New Year's
Eve and New Year's
New
Day.
Year's. What else in December do you guys do? Is that just 4 days? I mean, it's a lot, but 4 days, right?
Well, actually, my family has like a lot of birthdays in December. So like we go to parties and shit like that.
Why do Mexicans drink so much? Why is it part of the culture? Do you have an answer to that?
You know, I ask myself this question a lot because there's just times where I don't want to drink. But if you're at a Mexican party,
You're like a bitch if you don't. Like, you better drink.
yeah, like you better drink unless you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Or like you're a recovering alcoholic or something like that. But like, there's not one family party that I've ever been to, especially of drinking age, where there's like, where people are sober.
Do Mexicans get fucked up or do they just drink to like socialize?
No, they get fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, they get fucked up, bro.
What do they? Is it beer or tequila usually?
Well, in my family, it's beer. I'm not really the odd one out, but you know I love tequila. Especially now that I work out and shit. Beer's like really not on my list. But my family in Mexico, they sip like Tecate Light and Bud Light. It's just like cheap shit fucking beer.
But how many of those beers does it take to get you fucked up, bro? Like a million.
Bro, honestly, like I'm not gonna lie to you. The last time I remember getting super drunk on like the shitty kind of beer, I think I had like a 12 pack.
Well, that's how many it takes, right?
For me, yeah, I'm a big guy, but like,
But still,
even for my cousins who are like short and like skinny, they can fucking pound them, bro. Like,
Well, there's like it's like water. I feel like too.
it is,
Tecate, yeah.
it is. But they just drink so often, where it's like it's just used to it. It's just like,
I just like tequila. I like the shots. I want to get to the finish line.
You're not tequila. You're a big vodka guy.
I'll drink tequila though. I drink tequila. Well, I drank vodka when we were here on Saturday.
Yeah.
But I'll drink tequila. I'm more open to it now.
I will say this though, when Josh is around me drinking, Josh drinks more.
100%.
Am I a bad influence?
Or a good influence, however you look at it. All right, here are my top 5 most overrated places in San Diego. All right, number 5 is Oceanside. If you weren't from California, you'd probably be like, Oceanside sounds really nice. The ocean right there, you get to hang out. Don't do it. Oceanside sucks. It's also really dangerous. The only cool thing about Oceanside is the in and out off the freeway. Oceanside, no reason to go to Oceanside whatsoever. Number 4 is Poway. I've never understood the infatuation with Poway. People want to go there because you get land. There's also horse shit everywhere, literal horse shit everywhere. And there's like no grass, it's all dirt. There's nothing cool about Poway. It's hot as hell in Poway too. You're so far away from the water. No reason to go to Poway. All right, number 3, and this one might get people upset, but it's true. La Jolla is extremely overrated. I have no idea why people want to go to La Jolla so much. The traffic getting into La Jolla and getting out of La Jolla is an absolute nightmare. I was there over the weekend, wish I didn't go, and I got caught in a parade. A bullshit impromptu parade, trapped my car inside, and I had nowhere to go. And it was actually sucked because La Jolla does stupid shit like parades for no reason on a Sunday. All right, number 2, North Park. I have a lot of friends that live in North Park. I love my friends. North Park sucks. North Park has good things to do sometimes, but there's tons of homeless people. It's dirty, and there's never any parking in North Park. I don't like North Park. I don't really like the bars in North Park. They're not really for me. But just the fact that I can never find parking and I'm always on edge because there's always homeless people like everywhere, it's not a place I want to go. And number 1 by a mile for me is OB. Ocean Beach is so dirty. There's so many drug addicts everywhere. And the only cool thing for me there is like Hodats. And besides that, there's no reason that I ever want to go to OB. It sounds also really cool. Ocean Beach. You're like, oh, that must be beautiful. Easily for me, the worst beach besides like maybe Imperial Beach in San Diego.
Shithole. Yeah. Okay, so for my top 5, I'm going to do my top 5 favorite artists of the year. So this is just preference, who I've been blasting the most this year. Yeah. So number 5 for me this year, I've been blasting a lot of Kaytranada. I think Kaytranada has been my favorite DJ this year. Got a lot of slaps. He hasn't dropped any music this year, not new music, but this just 2022's been on. I've been on that Kaytranada vibe. You know, you can put his album Bubba to me is one of the best albums for a party or for like just kicking back. Slap a little bit of Bubba on there, which is like Free Fall. You have Go DJ, all those kinds of songs. Great artist. Love Kaytranada. Number 4, Drake. You can't go any year without Drake on your list because it's Drake. Drake drops slappers, and I think he really saved it for me this year by dropping Her Loss. I don't know if a lot of people like Her Loss. I really fuck with it. I think Her Loss is great. It's a lot better than Honestly Nevermind. Honestly Nevermind had Jimmy Cooks, which is the only thing that I like from that album. But Her Loss with 21 Savage was a great album. I love it. Been slapping it since it's been out. It's been out for like the last 3 weeks. Great album. Number 3, my boy Larry June. Larry June is one of the most underrated rappers in the game right now. I feel like Larry June's not really known too much out of California, especially he's a NorCal guy, but we do blast him down here in Southern California. Me living in NorCal to start off the year, you could tell that Larry June he's the way to go for rap in NorCal. He's got a bunch of good ass music. I think he has a very unique voice. I think like Smoothies in 1991, like Let's Drive to Vegas. Those kind of songs just get me fucking going. Great to slap in the gym and also great for like a late night drive. You slap some Larry June. Number 2, Morgan Wallen. Okay. Never did I ever think that a country music artist would be in my top 5 of favorite musicians. But Morgan Wallen is on a different fucking level. Okay. This guy is killing the game right now. I'm not going to say he's the biggest country music artist ever, but I don't know if one has been so popular so fast like Morgan Wallen. I think Luke Combs is like right there behind him, but I think Morgan Wallen is just killing the game. Like he brings all kinds of people. There's people who I know that fucking hate country music, and he's literally got them to like his music because this just attracts a lot of people, different crowd of people. Dangerous, the double album, obviously is a slap. Ladies love Morgan Wallen, okay? Ladies love Morgan Wallen. So you ever at like a party and you know that there's chicks there, you put a little bit of Morgan Wallen on there, they're going to dance. They're going to be like, oh my God, play another song. So Morgan Wallen is my number 2. And my number 1, we already know. If you know me, you already know my number 1 artist of 2022 by a fucking mile is Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, Benito. This motherfucker went in this year, bro. Dropping Un Verano Sin Ti. Oh my God, man. If you're from California, you're Hispanic, or you hang out around the Hispanic community often, like Joshua Henry Palais, who's not Hispanic, but he is integrated Hispanic. You know that Bad Bunny, his music is blasting everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, no matter if you're at a fucking dive bar, if you're at fucking El Chingon, hopefully you're not there, or if you're at fucking Novo in Eastlake, there's Bad Bunny blasting. This album has spread like wildfire, and if you were lucky enough to go to his concerts, one of the best performances of all time that I've seen, in my opinion. I think that this guy just literally changed the game this year. I think he established himself to be probably the biggest music artist in the world. Like, I'm not just saying that. That's not an understatement. That's just a fact. That album took him over the top. He broke a lot of records for Latin artists. Okay, like, you know, I think he won a Grammy over. He was the first person to win a album of the year for a Spanish album, like in Grammys, like U.S. history. Like, the guy just his creativity. I think he did a good job changing his style of reggaeton. I feel like when he started off, he was like more of a trap rapper. Like, his shit sucked. His performances were crap because I saw him at Coachella and it was horrible. But this Bad Bunny that we saw in 2022, I think is cemented himself in music history. And I think that we're going to see a lot more Bad Bunny to come. And, you know, I've heard that Bad Bunny might be headlining Coachella 2023. And if that happens, fellas, if you're single, you need to get a Coachella ticket because that's going to be the place to be. And yeah, that's my top 5.
All right. Thanks for watching another episode of The Young and the Wash. Just Josh and Dre this time, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace.